Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. Now, what are we going to talk today about is the Marauder's Encampment, and that, my friend, is the stage 3 from the Eve of the Crusade. That is what we're going to talk about, because it has been really crazy. Now, my rank is nothing crazy to show you about, but I can definitely show you some crazy rankings. Now, this is the individual ranking, and as I said, it's really crazy. You're noticing the amount of points that some players have, but I'm just gonna scroll down and you see a lot of points, 30 million, 27 million, and it has been a crazy journey for most players. Now, I'm just gonna point out this player because he's from my kingdom, and I have to say, as crazy as it sounds, that he is a mostly free-to-play player. He didn't spend anything on the training, so all he spent is action points and doing forts during the stage 3. You're noticing on top of me is the stage 3. It says Clash of Civilizations, because this is when you're smashing the Marauder Encampments or the Barbarian Forts, but it is the special one and they are called Marauder Encampments. So basically you're destroying forts, but they are called different. Right, so as I mentioned, this player, which is from my alliance, 1016, he's a free-to-play player, mostly free-to-play player. He told me roughly how much he spends, which is relatively low, nothing compared to what I spend. And he is ranked 24 in this particular ranking. And not to mention that this is the second continent. So I'm in the second continent, where obviously, according to how the matchmaking was made, is basically the first continent is the highest power alliances or the highest power kingdoms. So those are the players that are competing in the season 2 of the Lost Kingdom. Now, obviously, just going further down into the continents, let's say 115, 116, or 120, or even lower, because there's a lot more continents, obviously you will meet a lot of kingdoms where there's probably just one alliance and there's probably no T5s. So this stage 3, if you're a free-to-play player and you're in a continent where it's not so crazy ranking, or there wasn't a player that actually spent so crazy in the training day, you can actually gain a seriously large amount of points, and you can actually get some very nice, sweet, legendary sculptures. For example, if you get in the top 20, you automatically have 10 sculptures. All you have to do is just smash forts. How hard can that be? Just sending rallies and just destroying forts, and in the same time trying to reinforce as many other rallies as possible, because this is how you make the points. It's very clear when you check over here in the information button. Well, unfortunately, I'm right on top of the points, which is not actually cool. So there you go. I just took myself out for just a moment. It says there very clearly, destroy Marauder Encampment, 45,000 points. Alright, so we saw that. I put myself back because I'm in the video. Now, if we read the top, it says 1. Marauder encampments will appear throughout the kingdom during this event. Marauder encampments can only be attacked by rally attacks. All governors who participate in the attack will receive the same number of individual Crusader points. Right? So if you have 20 people in a rally, that means that you make 900,000 points with just one rally, just because you have 20 players joining that rally, right? So this is how you can generate a lot of points for the kingdom. Now I'm gonna go again in the rankings, and I'm just gonna pop the kingdom rankings, and I'll just point my kingdom. For example, when this stage 3 started, we were rank 8. So we were rank 8 because we don't have that many T5 in the kingdom. We barely have, I don't know, 30 T5s or 25 T5s that I consider T5 that actually have the T5 troops. to feel battle. That's how I consider a T5, not someone that just research his T5 or his max research. There's not a T5 player if he's training T4. That's a max T4 player. Yeah, so that's just my opinion. Anyway, so there's not a lot of people that actually trained a lot of troops. So obviously we were rank 8. Right now we are rank 5, and you're noticing the tight battle between these 4 kingdoms, and they are all aiming for the same rank. We are all aiming for the same rank. Alright, that means that we were rank 8 and we were about 500 million points, 530 million. So we made 1 billion and something points is just a day and couple of hours, and that's because I was keep sending email everyone to tune down because we were too rapidly gaining points. If we would have keep up at that pace, we would have probably go for rank 3, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Rank 3 could have pushed because they actually push as well. They doubled their points in a day, so they could have continued pushing if they needed to. So this is what I'm trying to say. Marauder Encampments, if you have the Eve of the Crusade, or if you haven't done Eve of the Crusade, or if you are in the Eve of the Crusade and you have the stage 3, well, if you want points either for one individual ranking or for your kingdom, doing Marauder Encampments is the way of gaining points. It used to be the second stage where Cheetah Cheese was counting. Well, now it's not. Now it's actually the activity of your kingdom. It's not how much money the other kingdom has. It's how active your kingdom is. This is what makes a lot of importance. Obviously, you're probably going to wondering, well, what can you do when someone trains 5 billion T5? How many forts you have to kill to gain that points? Well, you actually cannot. That's just too rare. If someone trains 3 million T5 or someone trains 5 million T5, that's just too rare. And this is just the kingdoms or the continents where people actually spend a lot of money. When I'm saying about continents where there's no T5s or very few T5s, those are continents where you can actually compete for some of the top spots by just using your activity, your time, and your action points. I have also seen a picture from the first continent, and it's also as crazy as this continent. This is continent 102 from the Lost Kingdom, which is going to be ours, and is this 8th kingdom. And the first continent, I have seen a picture from that as well, and it's again very close. Over 3.5 billion the first one, 3 and something billion the second one. Third one is also very strong, and then the last ones, they just tuned down because they are all fighting for the rank 5. Now you're probably wondering why they are fighting for the rank 5, where it's very obvious. Rank 1 and 2, it's all damage. 3%, 2%, that's something, okay? That's actually something. It does make a difference. It does make a difference. It's all damage. All kind of damage you do. Rank 3, it's 1%. Honestly, it's okay, but not that crazy. 1%, I'm not sure if it's actually worth it. We won't see much of a difference from it. Rank 5 is gathering speed. Now that is probably one of the worst that you can get. Gathering speed, I mean, you don't go into the Lost Kingdom to gather resources. You know, probably some of you are, I don't know. But I'm saying from my point of view, my perspective, that I'm going there to smash things, to battle, because that's what Lost Kingdom, I believe, is made for. Clash of Kingdoms. And then it comes the rank 5, which it makes no sense to me why training speed is on rank 5, which is way more powerful, 3% training speed, which should be on rank 4, my opinion. And then rank 6 is action points recovery, which if you ask me, it should be rank 5, and gathering speed should probably be rank speed, and then rank 6, I'm sorry. That's how I would classify them. And after that is research and building, obviously on the last one for sure. That's just my opinion. I would say that gathering speed 5% is so less important that I don't know. So this is why I'm trying to show you the training speed, because this is exactly what is going on right now in my continent for the Lost Kingdom. We are all battling for rank 5, 43% training speed, because that is the most important part. You guys know in the Lost Kingdom, probably most of you are already in the season 1, or you are doing season 1, or you already finished season 1 and now you're in the Eve of the Crusade and fighting for season 2. So you already know that the 15% training rune is no problem. Then you have the buff from the kingdom, so an extra training speed, it's nothing something you want to throw away. You're gonna have it for almost 2 months. You'll be able to train troops, because that's what you killed in Lost Kingdom. So as many troops as you can train in the Lost Kingdom. It's actually very, very beneficial. It's gonna be the same events that you have in the normal kingdom during the Lost Kingdom. So obviously, just having reduced training speed, it's actually more beneficial for you. You can train more in the events and so on. So obviously, if you cannot reach the first, the second, my advice is that the 5th rank is the best one. So I'm not sure why they classify them like that. They haven't changed it at all. Hopefully they do it for the next season, because gathering speed on the 4, they're just horrible. They're just horrible. Right, now let's go to the second point, because they're probably wondering, okay, you're mentioning us that we have to do rally, we have to kill the Marauder Encampments if you want to get individual rank, or if you want to get kingdom rank or kingdom points, but how can you actually do that? Well, I'm not gonna go through the commanders. I'm not sure if that video would be too long. We have guides for that, how to rally and all that. Even I have for free to play, I have a guide, and you can go ahead and check that video, and I'll put a link for the free to play rally guide at the end of the video. I'll put a link so you guys can check that one out. Now, another advice I can give you, because obviously you're noticing zone 3, it's usually always crowded in any kingdom, right? This is the crowded area in any kingdom, the zone 3. The Marauder Encampments, they just go away just like that. It probably takes them 30 minutes and then they are done. There's no other Marauder Encampments you can find in zone 3. But people forget that there is zone 2 and then there is zone 3. So you have zone 2 and you have zone 3. And if you're looking on the right up corner on the map, you're noticing that players are making teams and they are making chats. And it's exactly what I asked everyone to do, and this is just my alliance. Other alliances are doing the same. So we are just teleporting from area to area. You're noticing the marks, you're noticing the players that are teleporting, and they are just cleaning the Marauder Encampments from that area. That's exactly how we done, and we gained 1 billion points in a day. 1 billion points in one day, and then we just stopped because we were gaining too many points. And our aim is rank 5. Make teams 5 to 10 players. I would say that's the maximum, and make sure that 5 of those players, they have rally capacity as high as possible. Make sure that each and everyone sends enough troops so everyone can join but also feel the rally, because you know, the faster the Marauder Encampment goes down, the faster you can re-rally another one. So by just consuming action points, you can actually gain not just individual rewards, but you can help your kingdom. So this is what we have been doing for this Marauder event, and this is how we were gaining a lot of points. Making small teams, just teleporting and just rallying everything we can in the area, and then moving and keep moving around zone 2 and zone 1. Right, now that's pretty much about this video. I hope you guys gonna find this video very, very helpful. Again, for us it was a blast. We didn't expect to actually gain so many points. Again, 1 billion points in just a day, while the first 2 stages we made 500 million points. That's just huge. Not to mention any other alliances that you guys see in the rankings. They just literally doubled, if not close to tripling their points by just doing force. And you're noticing how tight is the battle between 1 and 2 is literally 80 million points, and it's been like that for a while now. Again, your kingdom can do it. you can do it, either for individual rankings or for kingdom rankings. You can definitely do it, and you're noticing that now we are dropping on 6 because it's a very tight battle between all these kingdoms. We all aim for the same rank. Right, yo, I hope you guys find this helpful. If there's anything that I miss, drop a comment in the comment section below, and I'm definitely gonna answer the question. This is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off, and I'll see you guys in the Lost Kingdom. Peace out, yo, and take care.